just so everyone knows, tonight's broadcast may make you laugh hysterically. If you're shaving, you better put down the razor. Hey everybody, welcome to Static Show. It's Bob.
Hey, everyone, this is Miles with Static Radio.
I bet you're wondering why I said the razor thing.
Yeah,
Or
I
not.
was.
Or not.
Okay, all right.
I don't know. Were you? That was my question.
I was trying to answer it, and you're like, all right, whatever. All right. Jeez.
Okay.
God. Right. Really.
Answer?
You
answer now. For Christ's sake, answer.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, let's hear your hilarious comedy. I'm waiting. Yeah, you want to shave yourself, and then what happened? I don't.
CB put on Twitter that this last week's show, he said you should put a warning that people shouldn't shave and listen because he about slit his own throat. Because I don't know what we said, but apparently he found it very hilarious and he cut himself.
Oh man, I'm glad he wasn't doing like some manscaping. Holy cow!
Got the bush hog going.
Oh, honey, you better come in here quick and see what I did. Oh man.
Somebody needs to suck the poison out. So anyway, I just thought I would put a warning on the front of the show. So.
Oh, I missed that. I totally missed that. I don't really check that.
Well, you're very selfish, so you don't really look at what people say.
Yeah, I go to different platforms. You know, each one is got it.
I didn't read any comments on Pornhub about it.
If it's not there, I'm just not gonna believe it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching. I was looking at two dicks and two holes, and there was nothing on there that anybody mentioned.
Yikes! Wow, I don't think CB watches that.
Yeah, I know. He's a very nice person. So
he's a nice guy. He wouldn't come on. He's not gonna.
But yeah, I don't know. He wrote on Twitter, so I was like, oh, maybe I better do a disclaimer.
I'm sorry, I did not read that, but yeah,
I don't know what the funniest part was. I was very curious to know what was,
what would make him
want to cut himself.
I listened to your show and I want to cut myself again. Get help,
bastards drive me crazy with the crazy.
If you're really doing that, yeah, please get some serious help if you're cutting yourself in this show. Yeah, no, it's not worth it.
End it all.
But I want to shave.
If they got it better than me, I don't even want to live.
I know I'm better than those two losers.
That's right. Can't beat those two losers. What the hell am I doing here?
I don't belong here.
Exactly.
I don't belong here.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Because I'm a creep.
Oh, Father.
I'm a weirdo.
So anyway, yeah. So apparently people are maiming themselves while listening to the show. Please caution, do not operate heavy machinery.
I was driving to work and you made me laugh so hard.
I laughed and I closed my eyes. The next thing I know, there's bagels everywhere.
I just closed my eyes again.
So don't hurt yourself listening, please.
Yeah, please. Yeah, it's not worth it.
Tonight's show is going to suck real bad because of all this, but that's okay.
Yeah, you'll be safe tonight. Don't worry. You can shave all you want.
Yeah, you can cut your pubes or cut your neighbor's pubes or whatever you want to do.
I mean, I'm going to give Bob's story, which I haven't heard yet, a 3, and I'm going to give mine maybe a 5.
You're probably right, to be honest with you.
You're probably right. We'll see.
Yeah, well, you're probably right. I don't know.
What's
we got a 3 out of what? 3 out of 10 or what?
Let's go with 10, yeah.
3 out of 100? What are we talking about here?
3 out of
What's
10.
The scale? What's the scale?
I'm just gonna guess it right now. It's 3 out of 10. Yours is 3. Mine will be like 5 out of 10.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're always bumping yourself. Always.
I don't want to go into it because you always get all mad when I say that I'm the true talent of the show, and then you get all mad. And,
What? How could I be mad?
You act all,
It's so obvious that that's not a true statement.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
All right. Bring it
mad
on.
now? Who's
Bring
mad
it on.
now?
Let's go. In-N-Out Burger.
No, I
Let's
don't
go.
know if it's going to be any good. So recently went out to dinner. Went out for some supper.
Oh, strong 3 coming. Okay.
Yeah. At least it's not about getting my hair cut.
Oh, or having to go to jury duty. Yeah, please.
Yeah, exactly.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So my wife's like, she's like, so I recently came into a small amount of money.
Oh.
And my wife is like, yeah, very small. I mean, not much money at all. And she goes, hey, you haven't spent all your money, have you? And I go, no. She's like, good, you can take me out to dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so there's this one place she likes to go, and my son goes, where are you going? We said, oh, we're going to. It's a place that is a relevant pop culture thing from the 1980s. Oddly enough, the mid 80s. I don't want to name it, but give me a reference from the 80s, Miles.
Does it rhyme with Planet Plollywood? Maybe, or
no, it's not Planet Hollywood. This is a local place, and they kind of
Larry Flint's St. Louis
Club. Yeah, there is a hustling club on the east side here, but
yeah, I know. I saw him on Facebook.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Stop by.
I might see you in the audience. You're like, oh,
yeah. Oh, there he is. Let's just say it's called the Blues Lounge for the Blues Brothers or something. So, and so she's like, take me, to the Blues Bar and Grill. And I'm like, oh, sure.
Yeah.
That sounds fine. And my son's like, oh, you're going there? He goes, so she always gets this one salad that is, she likes. It's like a big salad kind of a situation. And then she goes, what are you going to get? And I go, well, I'm probably going to get a pizza that your mother is going to eat part of.
Oh.
Because that's what happens. I get something and then I don't want what she's having, but she certainly wants what I'm having. So,
yeah.
So we go but it's a Saturday, which we normally don't go on Saturday because it's busy,
It's the Sabbath.
It's a Sabbath, yes. And so we go on Saturday and we get there and it's not too busy yet. It's not overly crowded, but it's kind of busy. And there's like a private party going on in one section, and in the private room there's a private party. So I think Jake or Elwood was there or something like that. And then
you better think.
Yeah, Blues Brothers reference. Yeah. So we sit down, we get seated, and then we're waiting. And then the hostess comes by and goes, oh, your server's a little busy. What can I get you to drink? So we give our drink order. And then, we'll have the server, who normally isn't, the hostess or whatever, normally not serving, brings us our drinks. So we're sitting there. And then some other people sit down, kind of across from us, next to us a little bit, and over across the aisle or whatever you want to say.
Right.
And we're all waiting, and then they get waited on. Right?
Oh, I love this story already.
So my wife is getting aggravated, right? She's like, what the?
We're going to DEFCON 4 on this one already.
Yeah, what the hell? She's like, and so then the lady waits on the people across from us, and as she's walking away, my wife goes, excuse me. She's like, are you our waitress? She's like, oh, no, I'm not your waitress. So-and-so is your waitress. And we're going, we've been waiting a little bit. She's starting to pull rank on people.
Oh.
And she's like, oh, okay, I'll tell them.
Yeah.
So then now my wife knows who our waitress is. And so she spies them, and apparently, like, so we're sitting across from each other, like in a booth, right? So I can't see behind me too well, and she can't see.
There's two suckers out there that want 4 fried chickens and 2 pieces of
white toast.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Matt Guitar Murphy comes out and Lulu.
Yeah.
So my wife's like, oh, I think she's overwhelmed. You know, there's some lady who's being picky or something and taking forever or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I don't, I'm very cool about everything mostly.
Right.
So then she doesn't take her order yet. She walks by. And then I'm like, was that the waitress? Because I hadn't seen her yet. I haven't spied on her yet.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. And then I watch you stand at the bar for a while. And then she disappears into the kitchen for a while.
Yeah.
And then she finally comes out and takes her order. At this point, like, the people across from us already got some, like, appetizers.
They're already done. Check, please.
Almost, yeah. So she comes out. She finally takes her order. My wife, how I am with ordering. It's always a complicated mess. And I was gonna try to get my wife to order this appetizer, like, half and half special kind of. And she's like, that's not going to work. So you're not getting any, basically. So she just does a straight appetizer order. Lady goes away.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else brings us our appetizer. I don't even know who the hell it was.
Yeah.
And then she comes back. She takes her order, which is good. By this time, the people across from us have already gotten all their food. Okay.
I love this story already. I love it.
Yeah, it's already above a 3, right?
Yeah, no, you're.
So my wife is getting a little steamed, and because she's trying to be nice. Because obviously it's busy and everything.
Right.
So then goes away. Somebody else brings us our food, not the person that we're dealing, not our server.
Again.
And so then my wife has a salad, and then I got this pizza, which they have pretty good pizza, and so she brings out this plate. She's like, "Oh, this is hot. Be careful." I'm like, "Okay, right."
Yeah.
And then I touch the plate. It's cold. I'm like, who the fuck is she trying to fool me with saying it's hot? She's got a glove on, and it's like cool to the touch. I mean, it's like,
Are you being punked at this point? Do you think you're like?
Yeah. So I'm looking. The pizza was fine. The pizza wasn't overly cold, but that plate was not fucking hot. You know what I mean?
Tracy Morgan comes out. Yo.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
And you're like, whoa, what's this?
Hey, I want to get an aquarium, Tracy. He's into aquarium. Anyway, so then I'm like, we eat. My wife eats part of mine, the whole thing. And so then we're now, I don't know if I've told this story more than once on the show. When my wife is done eating, it's time to go. We don't if she doesn't want to fuck around with, oh, do you want coffee and dessert and all this? It's like, no, give me the check. We're out of here,
Right.
Now we got to wait for the check.
No.
And so I basically had to flag her down, you know what I mean? Sticking my arm up. I'm like this, big apish guy with his arm wiggling around. Hey, over here.
Solomon Grundy. Yeah,
exactly. Sullivan Grundy need check.
They need check.
Meanwhile, over at table 22.
All the nerds will laugh at this one.
It's like, it's like the worst service. Now, the whole plan was I got this cash, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so then all I had was a $50 bill.
Yeah. So,
and it's a nice place. So, I mean, it wasn't like it was over $50 for the both of us, but, it wasn't. It's not really that expensive a place, normally.
Yeah.
So, my wife, the whole plan was I was going to use some of this cash, and so then she comes back with the check finally, and I tried to get my money out quickly because I just wanted to be done with it, right?
Right.
But she walks away, and so then she disappears back into the kitchen, into Never Never Land or wherever. And so then I'm waving around the little black booklet. Hey, come take my money. So she gets there, and I go, I'll need change.
Yeah.
Guess what happened?
What?
Never saw her again. We waited and waited.
What the hell is this?
We waited for my change.
Is this like a young, like just out of high school girl or an old bag?
No, this is probably college age. I mean, none of them are old, but college age person. Yeah, I said I need check because there's a $50 bill. I think the bill was, I don't know, $30-some, right?
Yeah.
And here's the kicker, though, which I know you believe. We sat and waited, and I'm just like, fuck it, I don't care. We're leaving.
Oh my God. Jeez.
I waited so long for everything. I'm the one that finally broke, and I'm like, she's gonna get a big tip and she didn't deserve it. Who cares? I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
So I threw a little fit, and we vacated, and I lost like probably about $10.
Yeah.
I tipped her and gave her $10 more for the shittiest service that I've had in recent memory.
There goes all your bingo winnings.
There goes all my bingo. That's right. My lottery winnings. So anyway, but it was just, my wife just gets increasingly aggravated at these kind of situations, and so she kept getting more aggravated. But then in the end of it, I was the one. I'm like, come on, let's just leave. I'm tired of sitting here. She's never coming back.
Is this a place you regularly go to, or?
I don't. She actually goes with her friends more than I go, I think. So
yeah.
She goes every once. I mean, she goes with people that she knows, and I'm not always invited, apparently. So
because you don't know anyone, you're like, no.
Right, I know you, and you don't live anywhere close. So
I'm like, no, forget it. I'm not gonna go to your stupid Blues Brothers bar. Where the hell?
That's right, the Blues Brothers bar. So it was like the worst service. I was like, this is ridiculous.
Why don't you just talk to the hostess? Like, man, this girl sucks, man. Like, where's my freaking change?
Nah, I'm like, the food was fine. The food was good and everything. I mean, it wasn't stellar or anything, but the food was fine. I'm like, I just want to,
Did she like come back to check on you throughout the meal? Like, hey, how's it going?
No, every time I had to wave my arm or something. Every fucking time I was like, my wife's like, get her attention. I'm like, okay, because I mean, me waving my arm is like, you can't miss it. There's no, like Donkey Kong or something, jumping around on the seat or whatever. So
if I do that, like my wife's like, wave her down. Like if I try to wave and they don't see it, I get yelled at.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
you weren't trying hard enough.
There was a little bit of that. I'm like, well, where is she? She disappears. She goes to the kitchen. She's hiding at the bar. She's standing up there chatting. I don't know what the fuck she's doing. What am I?
Oh my God.
I literally had a 2-hand wave one time. 2 hands. I looked like I was at a sporting event, for Christ's sake.
He's drowning. He's drowning.
Exactly. I was pounding my fist on my head. I'm okay, but I need a little help here.
Right.
Yeah. It was just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. But then I ended up getting popcorn from the movie theater, so it all worked out for me.
There you go. That's weird. It was
weird.
That is weird. Yeah, I don't think I'd go back.
So what's? I will go back because she likes the place, but it was just terrible service. Just terrible.
That is bad. Yeah, that is bad.
Yeah, I never had. I mean, I just go to fast food. That's enough for me.
Good enough. I mean, if they're assholes, you kind of expect it. You're like, okay,
right, exactly. But normally, you don't have to sit around for. I mean, the other people. had their boxes on the table, and the funny thing was they were fighting over the tip with their server. They were like, "Oh no, I need $5 more back."
Yeah, the girl that was doing such a good job, she's like, "Come on,
Right?
really?"
Yeah, she gets hassled by these people. They're like, "Yeah," they're like, "No, we don't need a box," and they're like, "Wait, now we need a box," and then they're like, "Wait, we need $5 more back." I think she took the money away or whatever, and then she was trying to get him to bring $5 more, and I'm like, and I just like bailed on $10.
Yeah, because you're rich.
Because I'm just so tired of being there. We were there for like 2 hours or something. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm. You're rich. You're like, no, that's all right.
Well, yeah, I was flush for the day.
Your whole $50 you won. You
know, yeah, exactly. My $50 bill.
Yeah.
I was hoping it would be like a Jerry Lee Lewis moment. You know, if you ever watched that movie where he had a big check and everybody just give it to him for free.
I didn't see that movie, but yeah, okay.
You didn't see it with Dennis Quaid and Winona Ryder?
I did not see it. No, I like Dennis Quaid. He's a good actor.
You should have watched it. You should watch it.
I didn't watch it. Sorry. Yeah.
They're like, Jerry Lee's like, all I got's this big check. It's like $1.35 for our meal. Oh, we'll just give it to you, Jerry Lee. You're so great.
Oh yeah, hell, those guys probably get all that shit for you.
How about if I sing a song for you? Yeah, Jerry Lee, do it. So yeah, I didn't have the Jerry Lee experience. I had the you're an asshole and I'm taking all your $50 experience.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. What's going on with you?
So, well, two things kind of came crashing down upon me here, I guess. But
your man boobs.
My man boobs, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I leaned back in my recliner and I almost smothered myself.
And,
I'm motorboating my own titties.
I kind of nice. I kind of promised a friend that I was going to go to this rock and roll concert. And,
really? You promised, and then you just backed out for no reason?
I bailed. Well, okay. There's some things going on though. Let me explain this. So,
oh yeah, let me hear these excuses of yours.
Last weekend,
were you a server at the Blues Brothers bar, perhaps?
Yeah, my sister works there as a waitress. Matter of fact.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
And so I don't know. As it got closer, I got cold feet because it was actually a little bit of a drive. I'm like, I don't know.
It's a bit of a journey. I only like to go far places for things that I really want.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen this band before, and they are good, and I had really no reason not to go, but I just like
you already got your shirtless picture with him, I suppose. So
well, that did have something to do with it. Yeah, that's true. But lightning only strikes once. You know, I'm like,
Okay.
I kind of talked myself out of it because no one wanted to go. You know. And
you couldn't con your wife into letting you see naked women again.
I just was thinking. I was just going to say, I had to find out how to con because I had to lie and say it was like my friend's birthday when we saw this band here about 4 months ago. You know, I lied. And
has it been 4 months? Seriously, holy shit!
Well, it was July or something. I don't know.
Wow, go figure. Time's flying.
And so I don't know. I could not really make up my mind. I'm like, maybe I will. Maybe I don't know. In the meantime, this is where worlds collide here. It's like, due to my poor health situation here, like I have like the doctor that was helping me with some issues has like pawned me off on somebody else, right?
He's like, I've seen too many die. I can't handle it anymore.
Like, I don't think this guy's.
He's not following any of my directions, so therefore I'm going to get rid of him.
Basically, yeah. So I get like this new doctor, and this doctor's like, okay, well, I'm going to put you on like 2 new pills. I'm like, okay, whatever. And one
of them's a personality pill, and the other one's suppository.
Yeah, I'll do ketamine and stuff like that. And, anyway, so all it was said was like you might have to urinate a lot or something. I'm like, oh, okay, I can handle that.
Right? I do that already.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm already doing it anyway. So what's the big hubbub? So like, okay, so Saturday was concert. Saturday morning,
Am I going to
you
have to
know,
up my Depends budget?
yeah, really, yeah. I hope I don't piss my pants at the concert. Jeez. And I take these pills, right? And I'm reading like all these warnings, like, don't operate machinery, you know, don't
Don't
drive,
go
you know.
masturbate while driving.
Well, that's a given, yeah, that's a given. But so like, it's kind of coming to the point like either I leave now or I don't go to the concert, right? So I start
Mm.
feeling all funky all of a sudden from these pills. I'm like, oh,
Uh-oh. Don't take the brown acid.
yeah, I know. I'm like, I don't feel good. Like, I don't really think I should be driving, right?
Okay. Oh, so that was the con to get your wife to take you again?
Please, please take
I
it. No,
can't drive, but I told Jeff I would be there, so
yeah. So I thought, well,
he's
I'll just
counting
screw and
on me.
pretend.
He's gonna buy me a T-shirt.
Yeah, doubtful. Sorry, Jeff, but anywho, so I'm feeling funky. I'm like, okay, no, I really should not be driving. I feel funky,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I'm bored. I'm watching TV. I'm really bored. I go, I'm feeling funky. I shouldn't be driving. I know. I'll go out and mow the lawn. Right?
Okay, so this
Yeah.
is your solution?
This is my solution to like, I'll feel better if I mow the lawn,
Yeah, I
and
always feel 100% better after I mow the lawn.
because the neighbor had just mowed his, and I'm trying to keep up with this young guy, and I'm like, man, I'll mow mine so I don't have to rake leaves, so,
Right,
uh,
yeah.
and I'm one of those lazy people, and so, I'm mowing, and sometimes like I don't have a nice rider. I have a very small lawn,
Right.
and I mean just a fraction of your gigantic, estate, but
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm
and
sorry.
sometimes with the push, you sometimes walk backwards and you're kind of trying to get an area, a certain area. And
Yeah.
so I'm walking backwards and I hit this divot with my foot, right?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Go
Yeah.
man down. Man down.
Oh man, yeah, that was like a giant redwood going down, like whoa, like
Giant
I'm halfway
redwood.
there. Whoa!
I was
And I
thinking
go,
more like Popeye throwing a whale, but okay.
yeah, da-da-da-da-da-da. And I fall like right onto the driveway, like whack. Like,
Oh
oh,
wow, you actually hit asphalt, huh?
yeah, I was like beach well, like oh.
And
It's
everybody's
like
like,
okay,
is that Buck Puck number one?
yeah. So like I'm immediately embarrassed. I'm like, I hope no one saw that because like the mower turns off of course once you let go of the handle, which is probably good. So I didn't
Yeah,
kill myself.
lucky for you. That
Yeah,
that that safety feature has not been tampered with yet. So
yeah, thank God. Yeah, it's not broken off like my other mowers. And I like, well, no problem. I can spring right up.
mm-hmm.
Wrong. Fall number 2. Yeah.
Oh my
I get
god.
about halfway up. I'm like, oh
Oh, did you
no.
go back down again?
Yes, down goes Frazier. I'm like, oh
Oh
my God.
no. Oh no, God.
I'm like, I don't want to call for my wife for help. I don't want to summon the neighbors. I don't want to cry. I don't want
I
to.
hope there was no ants there because I got bit by ants when I fell down.
No, we don't have that kind of ants. So,
And I
my God, I could
popped
finally
my
got up.
knee.
Man, I didn't think I was
You
going to
didn't
get
pop
up.
your
I'm like,
knee, did
whoa.
you? You popped your knee?
No, I did not pull a bobblement and wreck my knee. And luckily, I have
Lucky
all this
you.
cushion.
Yeah,
I have a
well,
lot of
unfortunately, the
cushion.
cushion's in the
Yeah.
front. It's not in the back, so.
Yeah. Well, I got cushion. Okay. So,
I got back fat. Got a nice. I
back
got a
fat. I
nice,
got side
nice.
fat. Front.
I got some
Definitely front
cleavage in the
fat.
back area. There's some back cleavage.
My triple chin saved my face, so thank God there. And it was like an airbag.
I was gonna say it was like an airbag.
I was like the Macy's Day Parade balloons, going down. Like,
Ooh.
oh no!
Ooh. Who was the balloon? What was the balloon that knocked over all the hurt people?
Oh
Was
shit!
it
I don't
Woody
know.
Woodpecker balloon? Somebody knocked over a.
Maybe. Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah. I know. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know.
No, they knocked over a light pole, and then people were suing them. It was a whole thing.
Nah.
Pikachu.
So like I better finish up and get the house because I don't know how much I've hurt myself.
That looked like the whole offensive line of the Bears falling down in your yard.
Oh no! Yeah, and so I finished up. I was almost done anyway, but I go in the house and I'm like a 3-year-old. Mommy, I found mommy.
Your wife's
My
like,
wife,
let's get you to the emergency room.
yeah. No, actually, no. For once, yeah, we didn't rush to the emergency room. I know we go there too much.
Yeah, you got like you get like your card punch, you get free parking and shit.
Yeah, we got one more, man, and we're gonna get like a free helicopter ride, man. I'm telling you.
Well, it looks like your cast is free this time from all the other times you visited.
Like she's like,
if you weren't diabetic, I'd give you a free box of donuts, but I think we better not do that this time, okay?
Yeah, I think that's why you fell, you fat bastard.
Yeah.
My wife's like, well, why didn't you call me? I go, what? What? She goes, where's your phone at? I go, what's in here? It's in the house.
Yeah.
Well, why didn't you have it with you? I go, you don't really have your cell phone when you mow, I don't think. I don't.
No,
not real, especially with you see my yard, right? I mean, I don't have a very big yard.
I mean, you might as well just go out with a pair of scissors and roll around.
Yeah, right. Yeah, thank you. Well, I was doing the rolling around. I just didn't need to see it. I'm like, man. I go, I didn't know what happened to me. I'm like, fuck, I got to get up. And
tiger trap.
Yeah, like, man, I don't know who instituted this little tiger trap behind me.
That's right. Yeah, got this heel-sized tiger trap that I stepped into.
This perfect little divot, man, got me. I'm like,
if I was only had new pair of tennis shoes, I probably wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, it was like elephant flying, man. Like, woo!
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh my god! Yeah.
All the neighborhood kids were giggling. I told you he'd step in it. I told you.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think anyone saw me, luckily.
Yeah.
You know? So I just at
this
that point,
is funnier than that guy getting shot in the belly with a cannonball.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. So
I'm trying out the new slow-mo feature on my iPhone.
I was just mad because I couldn't jump up right away. You know, like when you fall down.
What are you jumping around for anyway? Come on.
No, but never. You know, when you're younger, like you'd fall down, you'd jump up. You know,
right?
like
You bounce right up. Well, you're not young.
I'm up. Yeah, I'm like, uh-oh, this is not good. Uh-oh. I need my life alert, please, somebody. Steve B, if you're listening, man, just pony up a life alert right now, man. Gee, please.
Take a fall while you're mowing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know.
So yeah, I'll tell
I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, I popped my leg in the yard, and nobody came to help me for a long time. So. But they never came. I ended up going in and then getting bit by ants and everything. You remember?
Yeah, right. You know, I mean, you ever just hurt yourself outside? Like there's no one around. You're like on a desert island. Like, oh no!
I lay there and got bit by ants, and then had to roll across the yard to get away from them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, it was terrible. I feel for you.
Yeah,
kinda.
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't like stick your foot underneath the mower whenever you fell.
Yeah, I know. That'd been a completely different story right now. You got an extra shoe, Bob?
Yeah, got half a foot now. Thanks. Good thing I took off that guard and disabled that handle. That way.
Yeah.
I can get my yard mowed faster.
At least I'll get the good parking spaces, right?
Slinging your toes out the chute.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
Yeah.
But you okay? Are you feeling okay now? Did you hurt your back? Because you have back problems.
No, I was very sore after it, but I'm okay now. But man, I was just
felt like a weekend when the wife's away.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was that kind of sore.
Mm-hmm.